Encounters with bears are usually a terrifying prospect for most people, given their sharp teeth and claws. They are widely regarded as some of the most ferocious creatures on Earth. Their immense size alone is enough to inspire fear, as they have the potential to turn almost anything into a meal. This fear of bears is what makes the events that transpired at the Budapest Zoo in Hungary in August 2014 all the more astonishing. When a small creature accidentally fell into the water of a bear enclosure, the spectators were left in disbelief. They held their breath, unsure of what would happen next. However, what unfolded was nothing short of remarkable. Bears are undisputedly positioned at the top of the food chain for a good reason. Even the mightiest creatures in the animal kingdom can fall prey to these formidable predators. So when visitors to the Budapest Zoo witnessed a small creature tumble into the water of an enclosure housing a female brown bear named Valley, they were filled with a sense of hopelessness. The onlookers fell into a hushed silence as they realized that the helpless creature in the water was a crow. The bird desperately flapped its wings in an attempt to stay afloat, but it appeared to have suffered some undisclosed injury, rendering it incapable of flying. The mystery of how the crow had ended up in the bear's enclosure was perplexing enough. However, most observers expected the situation to take a dark turn, potentially transforming a family visit to the zoo into a harrowing scene reminiscent of a National Geographic special. Vali, the brown bear, finally became aware of the frantic splashing in the water nearby, sparking her curiosity. She slowly made her way to a nearby rock, positioning herself for a closer look. The gasps of the onlookers were audible as Valley stepped off the rock and moved closer to the edge of the enclosure's pond. She had clearly noticed the struggling crow and was heading straight for it. Initially, Valley seemed puzzled by the unexpected presence of the bird in her pool. Typically, when the zookeepers brought her food, it was placed in much more convenient locations. This particular snack, however, was different. It was alive. The exhausted crow found refuge in the corner of the pond, well within Valley's reach. Valley leaned over and began pawing at the bird, raising questions about her intentions. Was she attempting to capture it, or did she plan to submerge it and drown it? Either way, the crow's prospects seemed grim. Then Valley finally grasped the bird. After first attempting to pull it up with her paw, Valley bit onto the crow's wing and dragged it out of the water, explained a spokesperson for the Budapest Zoo, recounting the incident. As Valley pulled the little crow from the water, the bird made one last desperate attempt to save itself. It pecked the hungry brown bear on the nose. Onlookers held their breath, wondering how Valley would react. To everyone's astonishment, the bear did something entirely unexpected. She immediately let go of the wing and retired to her apples and carrots, as explained by a Budapest Zoo spokesperson. It appeared that the crow had managed to startle Valley and divert her attention. In fact, the zoo spokesperson believed that the bear had never intended to make a meal of the small bird, but had merely been investigating. However, the question remained, would the crow survive after such a harrowing ordeal? What the bird perhaps didn't realize was that bears like Valley, contrary to their carnivorous reputation, also have a taste for fruits and vegetables, alongside their love for meat. This unexpected encounter left many wondering whether these creatures were perhaps more friendly than previously thought. After lying on its back for a brief moment, the crow gradually began to regain its senses. However, it remained cautious and limited its movements, likely recognizing the continued peril it faced. It remained uncertain who was more astonished by the unfolding events, the mesmerized onlookers or the crow itself. As the bird summoned the strength to stand, it appeared to regard the bear with a sense of disbelief. Had it truly managed to escape the clutches of death? The spectators at the Budapest Zoo had been apprehensive, fearing that Valley might seize the opportunity to make an easy meal out of the struggling crow. However, Valley had an entirely different course of action in mind. Witness what she did next after pulling the bird from the pond. No one could have anticipated this turn of events. Who would have imagined that a bear would step in to save the life of a small creature? It serves as a poignant reminder that heroes come in all forms, and not all of them wear capes.